We're going to take a look at the best Instagram story apps for creating awesome Instagram stories on your iPhone or your Android device right now, with a ton of Instagram story tips, tricks, and hacks along the way. Hey, it's Justin Brown here from Primal Video, where we help you amplify your business and brand with video. If you're new here, make sure you click that subscribe button, and all the links to everything we mentioned in this video, you can find linked in the description box below. So let's jump into it. Instagram stories are an awesome tool for engaging with your audience. They're super easy to use, and with the right tools, you can easily boost the professionalism of your videos to make them stand out from the crowd. So we're going to take a look at my top picks when it comes to iPhone and Android apps for easily creating professional looking Instagram stories, with super quick tutorial on each of them to get you started. Plus, as an added bonus, make sure you stick around to the end, because once we're done, I'll also share the #1 tool that we're using right now for growing a business from Instagram. And as we go through, make sure you let me know in the comments, what's your top app for creating awesome Instagram videos? All right, so I've broken this down into two main categories. The first one is for graphics and animations. The second one is for actual video content. So jumping straight into the first one, graphics and animations, the first app that I want to mention is called Adobe Spark. Adobe Spark is a super powerful graphics creation app that you can use not just for Instagram posts or Instagram stories, but really for any sort of graphic design or design layout work that you can do. The app works on both iOS and Android, and you can also use Adobe Spark from your desktop as well. So what this app will let you do is to create any graphics, any animations, or even add animated text or graphics on top of your video clips. Now, there is a free version of the app, but it does include the Adobe Spark logo, or there's paid options as well to remove that and get a heap more features. And that starts at $9.99, or if you've already got some of the other Adobe programs like Photoshop, Lightroom, even Adobe Premiere, depending on which plan or package you currently have, you might already have Adobe Spark included in that. So when you first open up Adobe Spark, you can see that there are a heap of templates in here that you can use as a starting point to customize up as your own, or you can actually start from a blank canvas as well. We'll go ahead and just pick one of these templates here to start with, maybe this one here. And then we choose Remix to start to edit this up. So the first thing you want to do is make sure that the size of the actual graphic that you're creating matches the output that you want. So if you're doing these for Instagram stories, then you want to hit resize and then come across to, it's in here as Snapchat story. So that's exactly the same as Instagram story size as well. There's obviously other ones you can see in here as well for Instagram landscape. So you can see that you can create graphics or animations in here for a lot of different other reasons, as well as just Instagram stories. So for Instagram stories, select Snapchat story, hit done. That's now the correct size there for a Snapchat story. And then we can come in to some of these design elements. So anything on here, we can just tap on, like this text, and we can customize up. So we can edit the text and write something awesome like Justin Brown, Primal Video. And we can tap and swap out any of the graphics. So if we want to swap out this sky, we can hit replace. We can either use one of their stock images here, or we can come down the bottom here to gallery, and we can choose one of our own. So let's just pick, I've got a picture of a book here, this one here. And once it's in there, you can do things like pinch to zoom to rescale and move things around to get them looking the way that you'd like it. So you can go through and customize this up just by tapping on the sections that you'd like to replace, and either replacing them with your own or replacing them with other stock elements. If we go back and select the top image, then we can also add different filters and things on there as well to really customize up the look and feel of this. So there is a heap of advanced control in here to really let you dial in that look and feel. We can also totally change up the actual layout itself. And you can see just by hitting layout down the bottom, we can choose all of these different layouts, and it will resize and reformat all of our graphics and things that we've got in there in real time on the fly. So super powerful, not just for creating things first time round, but also for repurposing content a little bit later. So hit done on that. So then if we hit effects, then we can start to add in some basic animations in here as well. So we've got a fade effect here, slide in effect. We can save all of these out as videos that can be uploaded directly to Instagram stories from here. So we can have different animations for the text. And if we look at the image animations, we can also animate those as well. So a pan across them, can make them black and white into color, change the focus on them. So super, super powerful. And again, you've got more effects and filters and things that you can add in here as well to really dial in this look. Once you're done, hit done. Come up the top to download, and you get to choose if you want to save out a JPEG or an image, or if you want to save it out as a video. So for Instagram stories, you'll want to be saving it out as a video if you've added in the animations. So that's option one, which is Adobe Spark. The next one is InShot. And again, this is an app that's available for both iOS and Android. And this one, once again, has a free version, or there is a pro upgrade available as well. Now, the free version does have ads, and it also does have a watermark. Now, you currently have the option to remove the watermark, the branding of InShot on your end product, just by waiting or watching an ad. So you can technically use this for nothing and have your end product saved out without any branding or watermarks if you watch that ad when you save out your video or your image. To upgrade to the pro version, to remove all the ads from inside the app itself, and also remove the need for you to watch any ads back to be able to save out without the branding, you can do that for a one-time purchase of around $43, or you can pay a monthly fee of around $4.40, or they've currently got an annual fee for around the $14 per year. So when you open the app, you've got three choices. You can create a video, a photo, or a collage. Because we're talking about graphics and animations, I'm going to go photos for this one, and we're going to pick a photo. Let's just pick that same book photo, and you can see that's opened it up there ready to edit. The first thing you want to do, once again, is to change the canvas size or your graphic size that you're going to be creating so that it matches Instagram stories. So down the bottom left-hand corner, we've got canvas. In here, we're going to change the ratio from 1:1 to 9:16, but you can see you've got heaps of other options in here as well. So 9:16 is portrait for Instagram stories. Hit the tick to apply that. And then you can see in our case here, our image doesn't quite fit that entire canvas area. So we can choose full, and that's going to scale it up, or we can position it to the top or to the bottom without any scaling applied. So for this one, I'm just going to go full so that it scales it up to fit. Now we can also pinch to zoom and rotate around in here. So you're not just limited by those options on the bottom. Once you're done, we'll hit the tick. Then in here, you can come across and add a heap of different filters, a heap of effects in here as well. And for each one of these, you can go into more detail and customize up the settings to really lock down the look and feel. We then go across to adjust, and this is where we can adjust the warmth, the tint, the saturation. Again, so much control in here to really get super creative with the output. Then if you want to add some text on here, we can come across to text and just type in what we'd like. Justin Brown, again, we can pick it up, we can move it around, we can resize it, and then we can customize up how it looks. So if we come across to the color wheel, then we can change the color. And my mad graphic design skills are coming out here. There's also presets down the bottom here and templates and things you can use to quickly apply a different look. And then obviously you can come across and you can pick your different fonts in here as well. Now, if the font to match your branding isn't in here, you can add that in with the buttons on the right-hand side. So if you hit the little shopping bag there, then there's a heap of other fonts in here for you to download. Looks like most of them in here are free. If we go back and hit the little download button, then this is where you can import one from your phone. So once you're done with that, hit the tick. And again, we can move it around, we can rotate it, we can get pretty creative with this. Now there's also different frames and things that you can apply to your images as well. Down the bottom, if we go to frame, then we can change these up here. And again, zoom in, zoom out, and change the framing and the framing size to again, make this look however we'd like. Go back to none, apply that and scale this back up. So once you're done and you want to save this out, just hit save, and that's saved it out to our phone. And you can also share direct to Instagram here, or you can just open up Instagram and add the picture in and share it out from there. Okay, so those are my top 2 apps that I recommend for graphics or for animations for your Instagram stories. Now, in regards to actual video content, these are the apps that I recommend. The first one is the one that we just looked at. That's InShot, but instead of just using it for photos or for graphics, it's also a basic but really powerful video editing app too. So we're back over on InShot now, and instead of hitting photos, we're gonna hit video. Now in here, I'm gonna hit a new project. We're gonna pick a video here to import in. Maybe I'll pick 2 here just to give you an example, and we'll hit the tick. Once again, we wanna make sure that we are creating our project for Instagram stories. So we wanna change our canvas size and go in and set that to 9:16 for portrait, Instagram stories. Hit the tick again. so that we've got that set up for the correct size. And you can see as I scrub along the bottom here, we've got a short little video clip featuring Michael Maidens and scrubbing across. This is me talking to camera as well. So you can actually use this to not just add titles and graphics and those sorts of things, but to also edit these clips down so that they fit within that 15-second limit, or that you're able to add music and those sorts of things to really up the professionalism of the stories that you're telling by putting in more polished content, more edited videos into your story stream. Now we do have a video up on our YouTube channel with a full walkthrough of editing down a story or a video for Instagram stories. I'll link that up in the cards now if you want to check that one out. But you can create some really professional and some really engaging content even in basic apps like InShot. So if we select our clip, we can hit trim, we can adjust the start of it to where I start talking. We can come across and cut off the end where I'm looking down at my phone. So about there, hit the tick. Now our clip is just that little bit shorter. Let's look at the next clip here and do the same thing. We'll go trim off the start where I'm not talking, and let's trim off the end where I've finished talking. Looking a little angry, hit the tick. So you can see here, also tells you down the bottom that this clip here is about 16.5 seconds. So for Instagram stories, if you do want it to go out as one story post, you might want to try and shorten that even more to get it down to 15 seconds. So you can do some basic video editing in here. You can even add in things like music. If we come over here to my music, let's pick this one, Out of Breath. Let's use that one. Okay, so now I've got some music in there as well. Now if we want to lower the volume on that music track, we can press on it. And we've got the volume here. We could lower that down a little bit so that it matches, so that we can still hear what I'm saying in the video. Hit the tick when the music is done. If you want to add in any text, just the same as I showed you earlier, we can hit text. We can type in anything that we want to have on the screen. Let's make it look similar or the same as the last one we did. Hit the tick, and we've now got this title that we can move around on screen here too. So we hit the tick now. You also have the ability to add stickers and emojis and those sorts of things onto your stories as well. Just hit the tick. Okay, so you can get a little silly or you can get really creative with these to bring another dynamic into your Instagram stories. Once you've got everything the way you want it, you can save it out by pressing save and save again. Choose your quality. In this one, I would suggest 1080p. And that's going to make you sit through an ad to save it out without the watermark. And the last app for creating professional looking video content for Instagram stories is called Adobe Rush. Now, right now, this app is currently only available for iOS, but the Android app is apparently dropping really, really soon. So Adobe Rush is another Adobe product, but this one is a video editing app. This is really the little baby brother of the professional video editing software Adobe Premiere Pro. But the best thing about this app is that it's cross-device compatible, meaning that you can start your edit on your iPhone, on your iPad, on your MacBook, on your PC, and soon to be Android, and switch between the different devices and continue editing on any of them. And the workflow for that is seamless. I've done a full walkthrough tutorial on editing in Adobe Rush, and I'll put a link to that one up in the cards as well. But it's a really powerful app, not just for editing videos in general, but also for editing down professional looking Instagram stories really, really quickly. And to be able to do that from your smartphone is amazing. Okay, so when we open the app, it's going to show us all our previous projects. I'm just going to hit the plus button to create a new one. And let's just go, in this case, let's add in media. So we'll go to our camera roll and bring in some clips here and add that in. And it's already set up our project here in portrait for Instagram stories because this actual video was shot in portrait anyway. But if you do want to reformat your landscape content over for portrait for Instagram stories, then you can set up your project size or your canvas down the bottom here and choose square or landscape or portrait. So that's one of the really powerful things of this app and the others that I've shown you. It's really easy to change and transition between the different formats. So if you are creating content and repurposing it for a different format, then that's a huge bonus. It's easier to then go from portrait down to a square version for Instagram posts instead of just posting as a story. And then we can start editing down and building out our story. So we can zoom out, we can shorten our clips down, we can pick them up and reposition them. You can see this one here doesn't quite fit in there, so we can select that and I can then scale and resize this clip up or rotate it if we need to. Once again, we can add in things like music. Hit the plus down the bottom left. Let's go to media, choose audio. We'll just choose one of their Rush music tracks at the moment. Pick this one, press add. You can see that's down there on our timeline now. Again, we can tap on it, we can hold on it, we can reposition it if If it goes for too long, we can grab the end of it and shorten it down so that it finishes when our video finishes. We can add any cuts to our clips in here. If we want to cut this clip in half, add a cut, we hit the scissors. So it's really designed here to be a super fast way to edit your clips down. Again, for a full walkthrough in Adobe Rush, check out the link in the description. But in here, once again, you've also got all your color grade, your presets, and those sorts of things to enhance the look and feel of your videos. If we come down to the bottom here, we can also add in titles. There is a heap of different presets in here, or you do have the ability to jump into the Adobe stock area as well and add more of them into your project. So once you're done with your edit, all you need to do is hit the export button in the top right-hand corner and then hit export, and that's going to save it out to your phone, ready for upload to Instagram stories. Now, while Adobe Rush is my top pick for editing down Instagram stories right now, there are two other apps that are also worth noting. The first one is LumaFusion on iOS. The second one is Power Director on Android. Both of these are super powerful editing apps. Both of them actually have more features in them than Adobe Rush right now. But Rush is my go-to recommendation because it's the easiest one to use and the easiest one to repurpose and reformat your content once you've actually made the edits to them. Now, there is a free version of Adobe Rush, but it only lets you export 3 videos. So in order to keep using the app, you need to jump on one of their monthly plans. It's either $9.99 for just the app itself, or it also comes bundled in with some of the other Adobe Creative Cloud subscriptions. So if you've already got a subscription running for Adobe Premiere Pro, then it's likely you'll already have access to Adobe Rush already. Okay, so those are our top apps for creating professional looking Instagram stories, whether you're just looking to animate some graphics or to create a full-on polished edited video. Now, earlier in this video, I said I'd share with you our #1 tool that we're using to grow our business from all those views on Instagram. And that tool is called Shorby. What Shorby does is it lets you leverage that one link that you get to put in your Instagram bio. And instead of just taking your viewers off to one place, this will take you off to essentially a list or a menu of other links and other places that you can drive your traffic. So this will save you having to update that link in your bio every time you've got a new post, a new article, or a new video that you're releasing that you want your viewers to go and check out. You can have that listed on your custom Shorby page and leave it up there for as long as you like. So it's a really awesome way to be able to leverage traffic on Instagram to be able to guide your audience to multiple places instead of just one link. And as always, there is a link to Shorby down in the description. Now, if you're someone who is already creating video content and you're looking for the best ways to repurpose that content over to portrait videos for things like IGTV or even for Instagram stories, then check out the video linked on screen where we run through all the options and the most efficient ways to do it. And I'll see you soon.